Facts about every plant in Plant vs Zombies. Today I'll be sharing facts about all the 49 plants, starting with the pea shooter all the way to the imitator. Some of you might have felt that the design of the pea shooter appears to be very close to the Pokemon Bellsprout. However, the pea shooter is inspired from
Pisum sativum,
also known as the garden pea, while Bellsprout is designed based on a pitcher plant. So yeah, they're not the same, okay? The sunflower is seen present on the Zen Garden's fertilizer pack. Another fact is that she will produce the first sunlight in about 4 to 10 seconds and then once in every 24 seconds. Usually when cherry bombs explode, the zombies are turned into ashes. You know that burnt up kind of animation? Yeah, but when a cherry bomb explodes while a pole vaulting zombie is in midair, the zombie appears to vanish without a trace. Walnut. The walnut is the only plant which is both offensive and defensive. It is offensive in walnut bowling and defensive in regular levels. The potato mine resembles a mole as they both are found underground and both have visible front teeth sticking out. When a snow pea is planted behind a torchwood, the frozen pea does not catch fire but instead turns into a regular pea. Bet most of you were disappointed after figuring this out. I mean, what did you expect, some kind of aqua blazing pea? The Chomper's design is based on the Venus flytrap. It is the only instant kill plant that cannot two-shot a gargantua. Have you ever noticed that sometimes the repeater will just shoot one pea instead of shooting 2 peas? This happens only on the first shot though. Can somebody explain why this happens? The almanac claims that the puff shrooms can only fire a short distance.
But would you believe me if I said it is false?
Well, the puff shroom can actually fire until the end of the lawn, as you can see in this clip. Its sight range to detect the zombie is short, but the shots fired can actually travel a long distance. It takes exactly 2 minutes for a sun shroom to grow up to full size. The sun producing pattern is similar to that of the sunflower. While all other mushrooms move their entire body in their animations, the fume shroom is the only mushroom that moves its cap and not the body. It's not that easy to spot, but when you look at it closely, you'll find it moving only its cap. The Gravebuster. Looks creepy to be honest. Anyways, it is the only non-mushroom plant obtained in the night. The Gravebuster is not considered as a nocturnal plant and can be raised in the normal Zen garden. If the last zombie of a level eats a hypno shroom, it will instantly disappear. In the zombie puzzle, the cardboard version of the scary shroom moves its cap like a real plant when it gets scared. The almanac says that the damage of the ice shroom is very light. It actually deals the same amount of damage as a pea from the pea shooter, whose damage is normal. Here's a fun fact. You need 10 ice shrooms to kill a regular zombie. But who's crazy enough to use 10 ice shrooms on a regular zombie? Well, apparently I am. The doom shroom is the only plant that can destroy other plants. It can destroy lily pads, pumpkins and flower pots. Yes, PopCap decided to activate friendly fire on this one. Did you know that if an imitator is used on the lily pad, the water splash sound effect is heard twice? The squash is the only plant in the entire game to have a voice. The three-peater is the most expensive plant that is not an upgrade plant. It is also the plant with the most number of heads. Yes, more heads equals more sun. The Tanglekelp's design is very similar to the Pokemon Tangela. Even the names sound similar. But the Tanglekelp is an aquatic plant while Tangela is a grass type. If the jalapeno is used to destroy a zombie in the Zombottity mode, the zombie will be burnt but a shadow-ish kind of animation will be shown. I so badly want to call these as jalapenos, but for some reason the pronunciations are so weird.
jalapeno,
Jalapeno. Jalapeno.
Jalapeno.
Jalapeno. Jalapeno. Jalapeno.
Jalapeno.
Jalapeno. Pimenta jalapeno.
Unlike other plants, the spikeweed is the only plant that cannot be eaten by the zombies. Surprisingly, even other plants like squash and cherry bombs, when directly placed on the zombies, trigger the eating animation for a brief period.
Guess nobody likes you, Spikeweed. Even the zombies hate you.
You might have assumed that the torchwood is only useful when paired with a pea shooter variant. But did you know that it can actually clear the fog in the fog levels? But not as much as the plantain does. The tallnut has the highest health points among any plant in the game. A normal zombie takes exactly 80 seconds to fully consume a full health tallnut.
Wow, wonder how it can last for so long.
The sea shroom is the only plant in the almanac to be in the night pool setting. Every other plant is either in day, night, pool or roof. The plantain is the only fog plant that does not appear in the level 410, the dark stormy night. It is replaced by the lily pad instead.
Poor guy, they betrayed him.
In the almanac, the plural form of the cactus is represented as cactuses instead of cacti.
It doesn't matter anyways.
I mean, come on, who uses it? The blower is the only plant in the entire game to have a 3-beat animation. If you take a closer look, you'll notice that the blower moves from the left to the center and then to the right. All the other plants in the game either move from left to right or up and down like the mushrooms. The split pea calls itself a Gemini as the astrological sign Gemini represents twins. Imagine having 2 heads though. The starfruit has its own minigame called Seeing Stars and its own achievement called the Shooting Star. The almanac mentions that the pumpkin has a cousin named Renfield. Renfield is a character in another game called Peggle, which was also developed by PopCap Games. They look so similar.
Oh, that's why they're cousins.
The magnet room does not steal the metallic equipment from a zombie that is hypnotized. Also, it does not steal the gargantuous weapon even if it is a metal. Maybe the magnet strength is low? I don't know. The cabbage pult is a combination of the words cabbage and catapult. I have to say something for every plant, okay?
Anyways.
The flower pot is the only plant that cannot be obtained in the Zen garden.
Nope.
I mean, imagine watering a flower pot which is inside a flower pot.
Wouldn't that be weird?
To make the sound effect of Colonel Pulse butter hitting a zombie, the sound designer Laura Shigihara revealed that she spent 10 minutes throwing butter at George Fenn, the creator of Plants vs. Zombies. The coffee bean is the only plant to be floating in the almanac. It also levitates in the Zen garden. The garlic is the only defensive plant which cannot be healed by a walnut first aid. When a catapult zombie attacks an area protected by more than one umbrella leaf, the one that was planted first would deflect the shot. Why does this zombie throw basketballs? The player actually gets the marigold in the Zen garden even before unlocking her in the adventure mode. Also, the marigold is the only plant to have a unique sprout in the Zen garden. Melon pearls. Who doesn't love them?
Don't worry, I won't say melon equals melon plus catapult.
Among all the attacking plants in the game, the melon pult is the only plant with a heavy damage stat. Every other plant's damage is categorized into normal, light or massive. The Gatling pea has the slowest recharge rate among all the pea shooter variants. Every other pea shooter has a fast recharge rate. When a sunflower is about to produce sun and then you place the twin sunflower, the timer for the sun production is reset. So the next time, make sure you plant the twin sunflower after the sun is produced. The gloomshroom is the most expensive mushroom in the game, yet the plant with the shortest firing range. But the DPS, oh my. The cattail is the only aquatic plant that can be placed on the lily pad. The almanac claims that the wintermelon deals greater damage than the melon pult. But it is false, both of them deal the same amount of damage. When the golden magnet is placed over a magnet shroom, the magnet is awakened even without using a coffee bean. It is because the golden magnet is not considered as a mushroom. The spike rock is the most durable plant in the game because he can withstand 9 shots from the gargantua.
Holy son of a gun, that's insane!
The cop cannons are the most expensive plants in the game, costing 500 sun. Also, it is the only plant to occupy 2 tiles of space. The imitator costs $30,000, making him the costliest plant in Crazy Dave's shop. Another fact is that the imitator cannot copy an upgrade plant. However, a plant that is imitated can be upgraded. And these are some facts for every single plant in the game. If you want to see a similar video for the zombies, hit that subscribe button. Bye!